Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hi. We're doing the stand-up comedy show again. Welcome. Can everybody hear me all right? We're coming through on the old live stream. What's up, Bake31011? What's up, Shy, Lost, and Confused? Bake, aren't you a regular viewer here? Why don't you have a badge of any kind? Someone needs to gift you a sub. Archimedes Larson, welcome. Mohawk Key, welcome. Dancing Queen, welcome. Current Mango 989, welcome. Mortar Warg, welcome. Harmony Enforcer says, my Zoom is ready, Daddy. I am Daddy. I am Daddy in this scenario. Welcome, Chibi Rogue. Welcome, Vanishing Pointe. Bake, you are a regular. Welcome, New Navy CB, another regular. Welcome, Hollow Brine. Welcome, Death Saw. Welcome, Jimmy Strip. Welcome, who else we got? Who else we got to say hello to? Welcome, Nightshade Zero. If you're in the chat, I will say hello to you. If you want me to say hello. I don't have to say hello if you're shy. But I would like to, because we try to have a friendly environment here. Welcome, That Kind of Orc. Welcome, Holobrine. I think I already said your name. Welcome, Queen Auk. I love all the usernames. Chibi Rogue says, I love your show so much, I can't wait for you to ruin something new. Thank you so much for saying so. Right now, I'm ruining stuff on TikTok. That's the only place I've got available to me. At TikTok.com/Adam Conover. Ruining stuff all over TikTok. Check it out. Welcome, Groovy Kitty 23. Welcome, Jesus Skin Truck, baby. That's a horrible username. I mean, I don't object to you having it, but it's really violent. Jesus Skin Truck, baby. Did you skin Jesus? And what I'm picturing is that you took Jesus and you skinned him like an animal that you hunted. And then you took his skin and you sort of like stretched it out over a truck. And you like stretched all the skin over it to make like a skin covering. So it kind of looks like the truck is made out of the assembled skin of Jesus. Like maybe his beard is like coming off the front of the grill and his long hair is going back behind the windshield. You know what I mean? In a sort of grisly simulacrum of what Jesus would look like if he was a truck. And then you're saying to your friend, Jesus Skin Truck, baby. That's what I think your username means. Am I right? It's from Comedy Bang Bang. Oh, okay. All right. It's just a reference to a different comedy product. Okay. Got it. Hangs with Hans is rating with a party of 33. Welcome, Raiders. Raiders, if you don't know me, my name is Adam Conover. I'm a comedian. I'm a television show host and creator. And during COVID, I'm also streaming a bunch. And every Thursday, we do a live stand-up comedy show on this stream. The new title, we've got a title for it. Oh my God, It's Me Peepaw. Just subscribe. Thank you. It's Me Peepaw. It is the new title of the show is STOPGAP Stand-Up, because we're only doing this as long as we have to. It's not permanent. That's why we're calling it STOPGAP Stand-Up. So welcome to STOPGAP Stand-Up for this Thursday. Here's how the show works, everybody. We've got two amazing comics for you on the show tonight. Just two, but it's going to be great. What we're going to do is I'm going to paste a Zoom link into the... I do have fabulous hair. Thank you. I always will stop my explanation of the show for a compliment. I get confused on Twitch when I'm supposed to be explaining the show because people compliment me in the middle of the show, okay? It confuses me. So, I am going to paste a Zoom link into yonder Zoom chat. When I do, if you would so like to be part of the show, you may click the link and join the Zoom chat, the Zoom room, and we will hear your laughs during the show. Stand-up comedy does not exist without human laughter in response to punchlines. And so we need you as an essential part of the show. So I really do invite you and hope that you might join our Zoom room and contribute your laughs to the show. Now, you don't have to. You can stay in the Twitch room if you like and just watch on Twitch and type lol into the chat, or rafflecopter, RFMLAMLO, LMLAOL, FLM, Raffle MLAO. You can type all those things. You can type an emoji of someone going, ha, 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 all that. That's great. But if you feel that you can contribute your laughs, we would love that. Now, there's a couple ground rules to it. Number one, if you've seen the show before, you know. Also, I'll run through it quick. Number one, We don't want any noise other than laughter. We don't want you booing. We don't want you talking back to the comedians. We don't want you smoking a fat blunt going right into the microphone. Don't do that. No sounds but laughter, first of all. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is if there is some noise in your vicinity that is not caused by you, please mute yourself. Okay? If a man pushing a lawnmower comes pushing a lawnmower under your window and then up over the small wall into your house and through your living room and starts cutting your rug using a lawnmower, I don't know why they would do that, but if that happens to you, please click mute, all right? And number 3 is no video. We don't want to see your video. When you enter, stop video. Just because it's too much. And also, I run the whole thing via Zoom, and if there's too many video tiles, I can't figure out how to do it. So, those rules sound good? If they do, I will now load you all into the Zoom room. Anybody who wants to come into the Zoom room may. So here's the link. Feel free to click it. You can't help if your mouthy husky comes into the room. No, that's fair, but you can click click mute if the mouthy husky comes into the room, right? I assume you can do so. All right, so there's the link. You can feel free to click and join and contribute your laughs. And if you do, you are a hero to us if you contribute your laughs. Oh, we got a couple of people coming in. Welcome, Amanda. It's okay if I see your video for a split second and then you click stop. Don't be embarrassed if that happens. It's nice to see a face. Nice to see a friendly face every once in a while. And guys, I'm just going to start by muting you just for the moment. Mute yourselves when you enter the room, and we'll all unmute together simultaneously. Okay? Oh, we got some folks coming in. I won't call you out by name, but I see you coming in, and I thank every single one of you for coming in. Yeah, here we come. They're coming. Danny Farkle says, we love rules. I'm glad to hear it, Danny Farkle. Sounds like the name of a kid who would love rules. Get a load of Danny Farkle. Kid's a real teacher's pet. He loves following the rules. Anyone else want to come join the Zoom room? We could have 1 or 2 more people. We got a good 8 people in here. That's nice to start. I'll just paste it in here one more time. Yeah, just watch from the Zoom room. And don't forget, of course, you're going to want to mute the Twitch chat once you're in the Zoom room because you don't want to hear it in both places. You're going to mute the Twitch broadcast. Counterfeit Mascot says, I wish I could, but I live in a busy house and we're all smoking the fattest blunts at the moment. Fair enough. One of my rules was if you're smoking fat blunts audibly, if it's audible fat blunt smokage, we don't want to be hearing it. So that's fine. It's okay to smoke a fat blunt on occasion. I'm not going to discriminate against blunt smokers. It's just the sound. Oh, Farkle from Girl Meets World. Yeah, there's a character on Girl Meets World named Farkle. And Boy Meets World. Wasn't there Farkle? Weren't they mean to that character? It's like Farkle. All right. It looks like we got everybody who wants to join. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, everyone. I'm going to switch to my stand-up microphone. Someone typed poggers people are typing poggers in the Zoom chat. Save that shit for Twitch. It's fine. You can type your chat wherever you want. Okay, and we got 137 people here watching the show. So let's get the show on the road. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to leave stage right. I'm going to walk out stage right. And we're going to, when I leave, I want everyone who's in our Zoom room to unmute themselves. Okay? Make yourselves unmuted. And then I'm going to introduce myself. And when I introduce myself, I want you to give me a big round of applause and go, woo, and all that sort of thing. Okay? Sound good? Here we go. We're going to get started with the show. Here I go. Ready? I'm leaving stage. Let's all unmute. I see a couple more people who need to unmute. Just a couple more. I'm looking at you. Oh, okay. We got almost everybody unmuted now. Okay, wonderful. All right, here we go. Ready? Oh, careful. We got a little background noise from one person, from Dancing Queen. Once your background noise is settled, you can unmute yourself again. Okay, here we go. Ready? Everybody, please welcome to the stage, Adam Conover. Oh my God! Thank you, everybody. It makes me laugh every time to hear the Zoom applause. it's always so valiant. It's like we're trying our hardest to make a comedy show happen, you know? This is the closest we're going to get to live comedy right now, unless we want to put literally people's lives at risk to do comedy, which is the stupidest thing imaginable. Can you guys realize that there are right now comedians touring America who are spreading COVID so they can tell their goddamn, like, Donald Trump and GameStop jokes? Like, people are, like, waitresses are getting COVID and dying so that these idiots can go like, well, men and women are pretty different. It's ridiculous. We could do it right. This is fine. This is fine. This is a stopgap. We'll all survive. Are you guys ready? So I want to thank you guys for coming here to support live comedy, to support me, to support the other comedians, and to support yourselves in the art of live comedy and keeping it going during the pandemic. Are you guys ready for an amazing show this evening? Woo! Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Woo! I'm so happy to have all you here. I'm going to paste the Zoom link one more time in the chat. You're welcome to join if anybody else wants to join us and get your laughs added. Just keep your video off and only laugh, make no other noise. All right, let me tell a few jokes that I wrote down here that I'm frankly just working out because honestly, I'm not bringing my A shit to the Zoom room, okay? I got to save that for my late night set. I can't burn it here in my own fucking house, all right? So I got to do some new shit. I have been very depressed lately from COVID. It's really, you just go through these waves of depression, where just, I can tell I'm depressed because no video game seems fun to me right now. Does that make sense? Like, what should I do with my time? I could play a game, but what's the point? Video games are what you're supposed to do when you're depressed. That's what they're for. The fact that I would be so depressed I don't want to play them, that's a real problem for me. Somebody lock up my gun. I don't have a gun. But I've really been starving for attention. I've talked to nobody but my girlfriend and my dog for months on end, except over Zoom. Here's how I can tell that I'm really starving for any kind of human contact. I picked up bird watching. That's a bad sign right off the bat. I've picked up a hobby for 70-year-olds as a 37-year-old man. But it's nice. I like it. I like to see the birds. But I noticed I caught myself talking to the birds the other day. Like I was bird watching and I was like, oh, how are you today, Mr. California Scrub Jay? And I was like, okay, I've reached Tom Hanks in Castaway levels. I have a problem. And look, again, I told you this wasn't going to be amazing material, okay? That's why we're in the Zoom room, all right? This is what I'm doing instead of going to open mics. The jokes got to come somewhere. They got to start from someplace, so this is where they're starting from. So that last one got a slight chortle, and that counts as killing in this room, okay? That's what we're doing. And it's only going to go up from here, everybody. It's only going to go up from here. Let me turn up the laughs a little bit. I'm going to just raise the laughs in OBS a little bit so I sound funnier to the Twitch audience. Let me just boost those. Great. Perfect. They might be clipping a little bit, but now it's fine. Okay, terrific. People are just typing in the chat, I like the material. It's relatable. That's how comedy should work. No more live laughs. Let's just have people, when you go to a comedy club now, they should just give you a little iPad that you can type on, I liked that joke, and then it pops up on the comedian's phone as they're telling you. That's a much better way for comedy to work. Okay, what the hell did this mean? I just wrote down the words people on Twitch. What did I mean by that as a joke? I just wanted to make fun of people on Twitch. Oh, I know what it is. You might wonder. Stand-up comedy on Twitch, that's a little bit of an odd concept. Like, is this really going to work? But, this is a platform where people pay to watch other people play video games. So I think it's going to be fine. Twitch in general, we don't have the highest standards for our entertainment value. Basically, we just want to keep each other company, don't we? We just watch Twitch to feel a little bit less lonely while we're doing our homework and to have something on in the background. Here's a random joke. This is a complete non sequitur. I don't have segues for any of this material yet. But I've noticed, finance guys, people who work on Wall Street, they think they're really important, They think that the reason they make so much money is because they're very important to the economy. You've heard this, right? Why do we got to bail out Wall Street and all that? Oh, they're the ones who make the investments that make the economy go. They're the smart guys who are moving the money around to the important places, and that's why they get paid so much. That's why they get those big bonuses. That's why they make millions and millions of dollars, while nurses and teachers make so little, is because those guys are so smart, right? And I was thinking about it, and I was like, no, I don't think that's why they make so much money. I think the reason people on Wall Street make so much money is the same reason that if you work at a restaurant, you get to take free food home. Does that make sense? Like in a restaurant, it's like, hey, we got some extra, chicken pot pie at the end of the day. Yeah, go ahead, take some. Some's left over. Take it home, feed your family. At Wall Street, they're like, hey, boss, I noticed a couple extra $100,000 lying around. Yeah, that'll happen on Wall Street. Just take it home. Just take it with you. You know what I mean? We call this the family meal. This is the family meal for money. All right. Have you never worked in a restaurant? Then the material doesn't make sense. I swear to God that the comics after will provoke more laughter than I am. This is what we call in comedy biting the bullet. You understand? This is where I'm just trying to get the show on the road as best I can. Thank you very much. Thank you to one person who's laughing, and I love it. I love it. I love to hear one loud, boisterous laugh. I'll take that over a whole bunch of people chortling every day. I'll take one that goes, that's what I want. Give it to me. Thank you, sir. I'll take it. All right. What else did I have? Okay. This is really more of a complaint than it is anything else. But have you guys noticed the fucking baby boomers? You know what they're so proud of is their music, right? They're like, oh, we made great music in the 60s. It's wonderful. And then they fucking ruined it by overplaying it. You know what I mean? We had this shit rammed down our ears when we were kids. As a result, I've never been able to like it. Like, people are like, oh, the Beatles, don't you like the Beatles? No, I had to listen to the Beatles every single day of my fucking life. My parents played it on the radio every single day. The bus driver played it on the school bus every single day. It was in every movie. You know what the baby boomers fucking did to ram their cultural hegemony down our throats? Like, they made this movie Forrest Gump, right? And then the movie Forrest Gump was full of all their fucking music. Then the soundtrack of that movie was the best-selling album for the entire year. And then my 7th grade social studies class did a whole unit on every different song on the fucking Forrest Gump soundtrack. And then at the end of the year, the last song we did was We Didn't Start the Fire, which was also a recap of every fucking thing that happened in the 60s. I was so sick of fucking Simon and Garfunkel at the end of this shit. And that's why there's nothing more perverse. There is no person more sick. There is no bigger sicko in our world today than the 21-year-old classic rock fan. Do you know the people who I'm talking about? These people are so fucked up. When you meet a person, they're 21 years old, and you're like, what kind of music do you like? And they're like, oh, I love Jimi Hendrix. You know? I listen to the Woodstock album. I'm a big Beatles fan. Why? This is like... You're 21. You might as well be wearing like LL Bean and like I don't know what else do old people do. I haven't finished writing this joke yet, but those people are weird and I hate them. I hate children who are Beatles fans. People in the chat are just typing that is me, and I'm sorry. I hate you. I hate you if that's you. Is it okay to be 35 and enjoy rock? Yeah, but you're a dad now. That's why you like it, is because you have children. Rock and roll is dead, and thank God it is, you know? It took like 100 years, but they finally figured out everything you could do with one fucking instrument, and they finished it. Okay. I have one last thing that I want to mess around with as a joke. I'm like maybe too curious of a person. Like I'm maybe a little bit too information-oriented, as you might be able to tell if you're familiar with anything I've built my career on. Just like... I like to learn about things, and sometimes it gets in the way of me doing common tasks, you know? Like a couple years ago, this is more like 10 years ago. This is a long time ago, but me and my girlfriend were getting ready to go to a wedding. And she was like, okay, hey, we're running late. You need to go put your suit on. And I was like, okay, fine. And then she comes back in the room 5 minutes later, and I hadn't moved. And I was sitting in front of my laptop, and she was like, are you looking up suit on Wikipedia? And I was like, yeah. Actually, I was. That's what I was doing. She told me to go put my suit on so we get going, and that made me go, yeah, but what is a suit? Why do we wear them? What is the history of this garment? And I got really curious. I was putting the necktie on. Why a long strip of fabric that you curl around? Where did this come from? And then I just started going down the rabbit hole, and I couldn't stop myself. It was so much fun. But anyway, we were late, and it sucked because I was the best man, and that friend doesn't talk to me anymore. So, all right, folks, are you ready for an amazing show? Are you ready for an amazing show?
Woo!
Woo! Even more energy. Are you ready for an amazing show this evening?
Woo!
Thank you for screaming and scaring your neighbors. If anyone else wants to join our Zoom audience, I pasted the link one more time in the Twitch chat. You may join. No video and only laughter, please. I would like to welcome your first comic to the stage. She is so funny. You're gonna love her. Please welcome Vanessa Gonzalez, everybody.
Woo!
Welcome. Here she comes.
Hello. Hi. I'm in a show. Woo! I'm in a show now. Oh, it's so nice to hear woos. I miss the woos. Yeah, this is me. This is Vanessa. Technically, I've been unemployed for a year, but I'm okay. You know, I'm thriving. I'm finding my way. But my mom has been more worried about me because I don't have income. So what she chooses to do is she chooses to send me a religious meme every hour on the hour. That is her way of help. I'm not even joking, y'all. Like, I literally know the hour hits because my Apple Watch is telling me to stand up and my mom's telling me to pray, and I'm just like, I don't know. Y'all stop. Everybody stop telling me what to do, you know? The last religious meme she did send me said, when life gets too hard to stand, kneel and let God fill you with blessings. I was like, Mom, can you stop sexting me, please? That's nasty. I don't care how God said that. That means blowjob, okay? Like, stop sending me these and Venmo me or something, bitch. Like, something more helpful, you know? She also will send a weekly family newsletter, but it's just a text that she titles Gonzalez Weekly Family Newsletter. And this Monday, the newsletter said, please God, send many blessings to my sons as they have a busy week ahead. For they are educators and both essential workers, in all caps. And then it said, and please God, if you have time, please send prayers to my daughter, Vanessa, who will be watching Good Burger again. And I'm like, you see, why do you have to tell God and everybody my plans for the week? You know, like, that's why I don't trust her anymore. I don't like telling her shit. I am quarantined with my boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. We are in Austin, and we're quarantined together, and people are always asking, like, how's it going? And let me tell y'all, I want to tell y'all how it's going. We broke the bed. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We were we were doing that thing where we just sat on it and that bitch went down real fast. Real fast. I was so scared. I thought I got shot. I have never been shot before, but it felt like I got shot because there was a loud sound. We were on the ground. I was scared. I did start crying like for a long time after it happened. But so he was trying to console me and tell me like how romantic it actually was that we broke the bed. Um and he was like, no, it's fine. It was like Titanic, I grabbed onto you and never let go. And I'm not buying it. Um when I tell people that we broke the bed, they're always like, oh, like they think we broke it because of fucking. And I'm like, y'all, it is a pandemic. There is a virus, and he has to go out and work to support my ass. So I'm not gonna touch him. I was a huge germaphobe before all this even happened. Okay. I'm that bitch that would go to the public restroom and use a whole roll of toilet paper on the seat and then still not even sit on it and just pee like this, like still standing up and leave it for y'all to see it. That's me. I'm that bitch. You're welcome. So I'm not trying to get sick right now. And also I don't have enough Lysol wipes for the dick is what I'm saying. But I know y'all are like, what are you doing? You're just leaving your man hanging or what? And I'm like, no, I have been learning how to play the flute, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all laugh, but it's sexy. The flute, I am making it my life's goal to be the Latina Lizzo now. And I know y'all are like, how is that, keeping your man satisfied? Well, what I do is I play a song on the flute that I know is gonna get him, excited. And I'll just show you. I'll play a little bit for y'all. I will go ahead and warn everybody, if you want to mute me or take your headphones out or something, because everyone's dick's gonna get hard. I'm just telling y'all before. Disclaimer, okay? So I play a little sexy song like this. You know what I'm saying? All y'all got hard. I know it. And it's just wild to me how eighth grade flute playing level gets him going. I don't know. It's like good news, bad news. You know what I mean? Other than that, I have started going to therapy, as I'm sure most of uh, everyone has, because this year has been so fucked. And me and my therapist did, come to the conclusion that I do have a lot of trust issues, and those trust issues directly stem from what happened to Selena, the Tejano superstar. Yes, that fucked me up, y'all. I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but that fucked me up. That lady, that Tejano superstar, her best friend killed her when she was 23. And I'm supposed to trust everybody? No. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, that fucked me up. That was her best friend. So now anytime a friend calls me 2 days in a row just to chat, I'm like, blocked. I know your ass is trying to kill me. I know it. I know it. I have watched the new Selena series on Netflix, or as I like to call it, Selena the New Testament. It's okay, it's it's all right. A lot of the Latinx community was upset about it, and that's fine. We have a high bar. They expect a lot from the Selena show. Of course they do. And I feel like here's my issues with it. Firstly, people were mad because the wigs and the costumes were bad because it was set in the 80s. And I'm like, I get it, but I invite you to watch it like I watched it. And that is, I went in watching the show like it was Selena in space. And that just made it a much better show, y'all. It's so good. It's so good. These are the Latino stories I want to see, First Tejano family in space. Yes. One small step for man, one giant leap for Tejano music. It's exciting. It's exciting. Secondly, what I did notice is that everybody in the show clearly auditioned to be Selena as well. Because everybody on the show looks like Selena, the mom, the dad, the mailman, the lady that works at the bank. And let me tell y'all, I'm from South Texas, and there's not a bunch of Selenas walking around here, y'all. There's not. We don't look like that, okay? We got moles in weird places. We got skin tags, loose tooths. This one's coming out soon. And so what I'm saying, Corpus Christi, that's what I'm saying in the chat. It's more Yolanda vibes, if we're being honest, there's more Yolandas walking around here. Sorry, I'm going to be the one to say it. And lastly, I just want to say a big thing that did not feel authentic to me is that the dad in the show would get mad, which dads get mad, right? But then he would apologize for getting mad and then explain exactly why he got mad. What? What? I didn't know dads talked. Okay? I didn't know that. Now they're gonna talk and tell me sorry for being mad. Fuck, I don't think so. Okay, I'm on season 35 of my life, and I will never know why my dad's mad. He's never gonna tell me. He's never gonna say sorry. So that was the big one. That was the big one that I didn't get. But I got the little wave, and that was perfect timing because that's all I got for y'all.
Hey, Vanessa Gonzalez, everybody! Vanessa, that was wonderful. That was wonderful.
Thank you so much.
So you're in you're from South Texas. You're in South Texas right now. I've only been to Texas a couple times. I really enjoyed it. Every time I went, what is the best thing about? So you were shitting on it a little bit, but what is the best thing about it?
Oh, I mean, definitely the food. I was in LA for a while, but I missed breakfast tacos. I need to have a breakfast taco every day.
You need to have a breakfast taco every day. Where do you get it? Where do you get a
Every
breakfast?
day I need it.
Where do you get your daily breakfast taco in Austin?
Well, here in Austin, it's like there's so many places. Luckily, I live next to a little place called Taco Max. They're real cheap and like they're just like moms there. El Cholito's right next to me. I feel like every restaurant in Austin has breakfast tacos. Whataburger, I see the chat. They say the Whataburger's got breakfast tacos also.
Yeah. Okay, I want to ask why don't dads talk? Like my dad also never spoke when I was a child. As soon as I left the house and he retired, now he speaks. And he says he plays video games and stuff like that. And we have conversations. But when I was a kid, he was like, you'd ask him a question and he would not reply. He would just be like driving the car like, and like, what? Like, say something. Why?
Yes. Oh my God. I didn't have my first conversation with my dad was when I moved away to college. And I was like, oh, what? You talk?
It was like, I think he was like, my literal belief is that he was like stressed out from the pressure of raising a of like providing for a family. Like he was just like, I need to make money or all these people will die. And he couldn't think about anything else, but it was stressful.
Yeah.
You couldn't speak to him.
No, yeah. And yeah, my dad worked all night, so he would sleep all day. So again, I thought he was a vampire for most of my life.
Okay, well, I hope he gets some sleep now. Guys, once again for Vanessa Gonzalez, everybody. Wonderful. Give her a round of applause. Thank you so much for being here, Vanessa. You got anything to plug, Vanessa? Oh, she's gone. She left already.
Oh, what? Yes, hi.
You got anything to plug for us, Vanessa?
Oh, yes. I have a website, vanessacomedy.com, and a podcast, I'm Not Busy, if you want to check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Give it over one more time for Vanessa Gonzalez, everybody. Yeah. 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 Okay, let's see. Normally I try to do one joke in between, but I don't have anything else written down on my little pad. I want to keep the show moving along. Are you guys ready for your next comedian? Are you ready for your next stand-up? Well, honestly, they're sitting down. They're all sit-down comedians. Oh, I know. I'm pretty good, right? That was pretty great. This is the only comedy show you can watch where all the comedians are sitting down and also none of them are wearing shoes. That's pretty rare for a comedy show. If you went to a comedy club, you went to the Improv, and all the comics were not wearing shoes, you'd be like, this is strange. But here in the Zoom world, nobody wears shoes. I can't remember the last time I wore shoes. Okay. You guys ready? Please watch. She's so wonderful. She's one of my very favorite comics. I've known her for nigh on a decade now, and she always makes she is a true comics comic who every comedian loves to watch. Oh, when she comes up in a room, all the other comics, they leave the bar and they run into the showroom so they can see what punchline she's about to deliver. So here she is for your pleasure today. Please welcome Aparna Nancherla, everybody. Aparna.
Hello. Hi, Adam. I'm not wearing socks, but I'm not wearing shoes, but I am wearing double socks and slippers.
Is it very cold?
It is. This is a fun behind the scenes story. I gotta turn the heat off in my apartment when I Zoom because it's too loud.
Oh,
So
no.
I can either live stream or be warm. I can't do both.
This sounds like something that my grandmother would tell me about how it was hard back in her day.
Well, surprise, surprise! I am your grandmother.
Okay, well you have a PowerPoint for us.
I have a PowerPoint. Sometimes I gotta gotta get in touch with my corporate roots and just give the people what they want. So let me just share my screen real quick.
All right.
It's the only thing we can share these days. Am I right, ladies? Okay.
Perfect. It's showing up fine. Or
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Now, okay. Okay, we're good.
We're good.
All right. Well, this is just a little something I've been jamming on for you guys. Just kidding. I would never say jamming on. What do I look like? A human-sized soul patch? Don't answer that. Okay. This is called how. Oops. How has been the quar so far? I don't know about you guys, but like Vanessa, I too have been in quarantine for, I don't want to put an exact number on it, but about 3 centuries now. Feels like 5. But I cannot tell you how much learning and personal growth has been happening. I mean, oh, just so, like, for example, I now know how to wash the same dish 700 times in one day. The last time I usually just smash it against the ground and then lie down in the pieces. I did want to find a photo to, capture that vibe because the internet, it just has a photo for everything. And so I found this stock photo. I thought that was pretty good. I love a good stock photo. I'm not ashamed to say that. But what I love even more than stock photos is the titles of stock photos because they really just paint a story for you. The one for this one was Angry Woman Smashing Plates After Being Stood Up. You really just get a full history. But what tickled me here was remember when being stood up was a bad thing? Now when you don't show up to meet someone in public, you're just being a good citizen. It was a different time. It was a different time. What else has been growing? My butt has been growing, not wider, but taller. I got that coveted quarantine long butt everyone keeps thirsting after. And I learned how to do this. That was a pretty big month for me, so I had to show that off. So let's get quick debriefing right off the top. I wasn't sure if nudity was okay, so I went with the statue. I figured art butt's safe bet, but I did want to say my quarantine situation pretty cushy. I know everyone has a different boat they're in right now, but I also, I'm a self-employed creative, which means I work from home, work very loose term. I usually just make PowerPoints with butts on them, but I also have been quarantining with my boyfriend 4 years. Great news. Finally learned his name. Well, I think I'm pretty sure it's Darf, but it's too embarrassing to ask at this point. But I'm pretty sure it's like Darf or something like that. But we don't have kids, so we have it pretty good. So I wanted to take a second, just check my privilege right off the top. It's the right thing to do. But more importantly, it is the cool thing to do. Everyone's just trying to stay awake and awoke these days. And I don't know about you, but I've just been so inspired by all these brands speaking up and speaking out about what's right. I mean, who to turn to for moral guidance if not the brands? I don't know if you guys caught this tweet from at the height of the protests last summer from none other than pillar of the community, Gushers. They just go on to say, Gushers wouldn't be Gushers without the Black community and your voices. Just a good reminder, Gushers is at the forefront of the fight for racial justice, but also just a great reminder, Gushers still in the snack game. I had no idea. They're still out there, still gushing. And they go on to write, we're working with Fruit by the Foot on creating space to amplify that. Just teasing some sort of hot collab with Fruit by the Foot. Didn't know they were still around either. But you know what? I guess it's 1992, which is entirely possible because, like everyone and everything lately, time has been canceled. That's right. Time is no longer a thing. It could be yesterday. It could be never. Who knows? It's pretty upsetting that it was apparently Groundhog Day recently. It's been Groundhog Day for years, folks. But just to make it easier for myself, I took all the numbers off the clocks in my home. It felt problematic to keep them up there. So this is what my clocks look like now. And I just wanted to take you through a typical day in quarantine real quick just to see if anyone relates at all. So I usually start the day by opening 1 to 2 eyes. Two only if I'm feeling really confident and bold in my narrative. So usually it's just going to be the one. And then I'll just go ahead, throw on a full face of makeup. And this is even if I'm not going to see anyone else that day. And my boyfriend doesn't count because he already knows without makeup on. I just no discernible facial features, just like full corn husk doll. But I find that just a little mascara on the cheeks, a little lipstick over the eye just makes me feel like my best self. Or sometimes I might just go full juggalo face. I like to keep myself guessing. Then I'll go ahead and have a snack. This could be anything from scrambled eggs to just a modest tub of pizza. Then I'll go ahead and start something. You're like, oh, an email, a project. No, I usually mean like a fight with my boyfriend. There's just so many to choose from. But the nice thing about our fights is they're just sort of ongoing. Like we never really need to resolve them. I like to think of them as like the third season of Bosch on Amazon. Like they're there when we need them, but there's no rush to ever get through it all. And then I'll just go ahead and look out the window just to clear my head. This used to be something I did hopefully. Now it's sort of the vibe of someone who just realized they've been trapped in a meat freezer. Then I'll go ahead and do my art. This used to be comedy. Now it's just some light screaming into the toilet. And I was like, the internet is got, will it have something to help me illustrate that? Of course it does. There you go. It did. Photo for you. And this one did not come with a title, which was sort of didn't feel right to me. So I went ahead and wrote my own one. Businessman who ate beets demands answers. Feels accurate. After that, I'll usually have worked up an appetite, so I'll eat another snack. At this point in the day, usually just gnaw on some cardboard or like a quick pudding cup of vodka. And then what do you know? Time to head online. Read a few TikToks, watch a few headlines, and this can take anywhere from, I would say, 4 hours to 3 weeks, roughly, of each internet session. Yeah, I have been spending a lot of time on the internet, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm sensing sort of a negative energy on there lately. Like a few stern words here and there, a disagreement or two, and I don't know about you, but I am nothing if not a snowflake cuck. It is on my driver's license. So I do need my safe spaces where I feel seen and held consensually. So I've just been looking for those online. And one site, Ancient Burial Ground on the web, cannot swear by it enough, just continues to dole out the gems. Yes, I'm talking about Craigslist. Still just a real treasure trove. I'm specifically talking about the free stuff section. Oh, it just continues to give and give. Here's just a few that I picked out over the past many moons. This one, live garden snails, lots of them. Park Slope, that's in Brooklyn where I live. Our backyard has tons of garden snails, and my wife can't stand them in the garden and doesn't have the heart to squish them all. Now, what I like about this is this couple is just straight up giving away parts of nature. I don't want to presume their race based off of so little information, but if I had to guess, I would say blazingly white. They actually make great pets for kids, low maintenance, and fun to watch. Here they're just fully exploiting parents who have been trapped with their children for months and months. It's just turned into sort of a hostage situation, and they're like, we know what will help. Come grab some of our wet shell snakes. This one got me good. Bride and groom snow globe. I don't think I have to explain why a couple in an intimate relationship trapped in a bubble, little on the nose for quarantine art. Understand why you're trying to offload that. But here's the catch. SI, Staten Island. You got to go to Staten Island to pick this up. That's going to be a no for me, Doug. Dud. And then last one, this one haunted me, Barbie and Doll. Just write, I don't have clothes for Barbie. My girls lost them. Okay, so we just have a standard parent situation here. Their kids lost all their Barbie's clothes. And I'm going to pause right there and say, there's a story there. I want to know how that happened. It might be a Pixar movie with a little bit more of a mature rating, but I'd buy a ticket. But then I thought about it a little longer and I was like, wait a second. There are no children in this scenario at all. I just read it wrong. When this person says, I don't have clothes for Barbie, my girls lost them, my girls is what this person calls their Barbies. There was never a child near this scenario because to me, nothing screams the moment we're in more than just a full adult being like, come pick up my nude dolls, no questions asked. Because that just feels like emotionally where we're all at right now. And lastly, this is just another little pick-me-up I found, but, the economy is not doing great, but capitalism is still chugging along with its firm and bony grip, and one way we know this is mask fashion has really taken off. I keep seeing all these ads online of these models wearing masks, and when I used to see an ad with a model, I would feel weird about my body or self-conscious in some way, but now it turns out if you're selling a product and your nose and mouth are fully covered, it doesn't matter how hard you're smizing, those eyes are gonna look haunted and trapped. That just feels like a little gift from the universe to me and now to you. And that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for...
Hey, keep it going for Aparna, everybody. Aparna Nancherla.
Thanks, Adam.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks
did
for
you have
having
fun?
me.
Did you have fun?
I
you have as much fun? You did?
I had a great time.
We had a great time. Now, what inspires you to, when you're having thoughts, put them into PowerPoint form?
I think, I don't know if you found this with live streaming, but sometimes it's daunting to just do comedy to your own face. So I found if I put up another screen between me and my face, it's like I'm not there.
That's a really good point. When you do comedy, there isn't normally a mirror right in front of the stage and where you look at your own face. You get to forget yourself for a second.
It feels like a punishment from like a Greek god. Like you can make people laugh, but you can never not make yourself laugh. Or I don't know, something like that.
Why isn't he laughing? Why won't he laugh? This blonde demon. Yeah. I think it drives people crazy. Like a lot of people don't know that they can, when they're in a Zoom meeting, they can hide themselves. You can hide self-view. And if you don't do that, you'll go insane very quickly.
Very quickly. I don't know if it's kosher to plug another platform on a different platform, but I will say Google Meet. I don't know how to turn on your face. They don't even let you.
That's true. That's true. It's true. It's okay to plug. I won't get mad. I won't get mad if you. Although I thought you were going to plug Clubhouse, and I hate Clubhouse.
I don't know. I don't touch Clubhouse.
It's too full of marketing experts and people who will teach you to be rich and shit. It's full of all scam artist motivational speakers. It's a whole platform where motivational speakers go to talk to each other.
Oh, God.
It's bad.
What's the opposite of wanting to be a fly on the wall?
Wanting to be a human on the ceiling. I don't know. A human running out the door. How about that?
Yeah.
Sorry, you sprung that one on me, and it took me a while to come to the right answer. Aparna, do you have anything to plug for us?
Oh my gosh, I think I do for once. I have there's an animated show called The Great North. It premieres this Sunday on Fox, and I do a voice on it.
Hell yeah! Yeah! It's a Fox animated show?
Yeah, it's from the people who did Bob's Burgers.
And you're doing a voice on it? That's so awesome! That's so great!
Thank you.
I'm just glad to know you're earning money and you won't die in a cold New York City apartment because they turned your heat off. I'm sorry. Is that too bleak?
No. I turned my heat off.
Okay. I'm imagining you in like, did you ever see that Cosby Show episode? And I know we don't watch it anymore, but when I was a kid, I saw it where they go over to the kid's apartment and like their apartment sucks so bad and they're trying to pretend like it's not terrible. That apartment stuck with me so much. And I remember the moment I moved into a New York City apartment like that, and it was like the pipes were clanging and there was a subway by the window, and I was like, I'm just like those kids on the Cosby Show.
I know. I mean, New York apartments too, like even the nicest one, it's like, well, you got less clangs than everyone else. Still pretty bad.
Thank you so much for being here. Watch Aparna on the Great North on Fox. Thanks so much for coming, Aparna.
Thanks for having me. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, that is it for the show, everybody. Thank you so much to everybody for coming out. One more round of applause for everybody who you saw this evening. Give them a big cheer. Yeah. Normally we have one more comic, but we had one dropout today. But hey, you know, it's a free show, so I don't feel bad. One comic couldn't make it because, I don't know, maybe they got in a car accident. Probably not. It's quarantine. That's the show. He'll be fine. We'll have him back. Thanks so much for coming. I got to thank our producer, our booker, Catherine. You folks who are in the Zoom, you can file out now if you like. You can click leave. If you want to, you can keep hanging out with us on the Twitch if you like. And hey, XXVA just subscribed. Thank you so much. And the Riffingtons are rating. Thank you so much, the Riffingtons, for rating. An anonymous gifter gave XXVA a sub. That's so wonderful. And that leads me into the plug part of the show where I remind you guys that this is not only is it a stand-up comedy show where you see some of the best comedians from around the country for free, but we also pay those comedians. We pay them so they don't die alone in their sad New York City apartment. Apartment's apartment is not sad, but you know what I mean. If you are able to support the show by subscribing or by any other means, by cheering bits, or by, if you scroll down, there's a button that says tips. You can tip there on Streamlabs. Or Catherine just posted the link right there in the Twitch chat. If you are able to support the stream, it does allow us to pay the comics and pay our booker, Catherine. So I really appreciate you if you can. And wouldn't it be so nice to get a little hype train going, and you'd see me yell and scream, and as we get the hype train, it can be fun sometimes. You know, I understand. It's like, what is this? Become a telethon? But it could be fun. It could be fun to watch such a thing. So, Queen Awk donated $10. Off to an incredible start. Thank you so much, Queen Awk. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Incredible. And thank you and let me just thank everyone for coming in and laughing with us. Harmony Enforcer, I saw that you were in the Zoom room. Thank you so much for coming in and laughing. Thank you so much to everybody for coming on by. Aparna's got to keep her Microsoft Office subscription license. She needs some cash. Yeah, it's expensive. You got to pay for that? You got to pay for that now? I just use Keynote. Came with the old Mac. Came with the Macintosh. Also happy to answer any questions you guys might have. Q&A. If anyone has any Q&A, welcome to answer your questions while we do a little bit of this. But come on, let's support some live comedy. Oh, we got a sub from Amoeba Cat. Thank you so much, Amoeba Cat, for the sub. Really incredible. Thank you for joining. If you appreciate... by the way, and Amoeba Cat subscribed with Prime. If you have Prime, you're able to subscribe for free, basically, because you get one free Prime sub a month, and you can devote it right to the stream if you want. If you see a thing, subscribe with Prime, costs you no extra money. You could do it absolutely for free. Pretty cool. Let's see. New Navy CB said, I watched a Zoom stand-up show put on by Flappers on Sunday, the wonderful comedy club right here in California and Los Angeles. Did I see your face go by in the intro video? You probably did. I used to perform at Flappers quite a lot before the club closed because of COVID. Really wonderful club up in Burbank. Love Flappers. Really miss not being able to perform there anymore. Hope I get to perform there more soon. Miss that spot. Quite a lot. Other questions? Anybody got questions? Anybody got a question for me? Anybody got anything for me to say? I'm running out of content. If I don't have any subscription names to shout out, and I don't have any questions in the chat, well, what the fuck am I even gonna say? It can be difficult. Oh God. Oh. Well, here we go. We got a little bit going from Kind Dragon Drew subscribed, and we got a cheer from Dame Karen. Thank you so much. And that triggered a hype train. So that's as long as this stream is going to go. We're going to do the hype train. I'm going to put my desk in sitting mode. That's right. I am independently wealthy. That's why I have a standing desk. I'm not independently wealthy. I just, after I was like, I'm going to be in this room for a while, I decided to get myself a real fucking desk. How am I so handsome, asked Harmony Enforcer. That is so nice. I don't know how. It's just what God, my mommy, and daddy gave me. I really appreciate you saying so. Brantonium donated $20. Awesome Andra donated $10. Thick Diane donated $5. Unbelievable. That's really incredible. King Dragon Drew has subscribed. Thank you so much. Dame Karen used 100 bits. And we had Amoeba Cat. Thank you so much. And we are on level 2 of the hype train. Can we get to level 3? Brantornium donated $20. Incredible. I think I already said that one. I apologize. I think I got confused. And Thick Diane said, great show. Thank you so much, Thick Diane. Let's see. Vanishing Point asks, what is the best bodily function? In my opinion. It's a good question. I think that peeing feels the best. Am I right about that? When you have to pee and you do pee, it's like, oh, God. It feels so wonderful. It was really, that's great. Pooping also feels good, but sometimes it feels bad, so I don't rank it quite as highly. Breathing feels nice if you focus on it and you meditate, but I don't have the attention span for that, so that's fine. Peegasm, the shiver. Yeah, absolutely. There's one more that feels better, in your opinion. Oh, you're talking about sex? You're talking about sex? I've never had it, so I can't vouch for how good it feels. Did they treat me badly at NADPOD? No, they treat me really wonderfully. Why no more Stunkbug? I think Stunkbug's story finished, and they're on to a new arc now. I think that's why there's no more Stunkbug. What is the rarest bird I've seen? Oh, good question. Because I've been bird watching, and we did some bird watching. We did some bird watching streams. What's the rarest bird I've seen? Ooh, I saw a belted kingfisher in L.A. on the L.A. River a week or two ago, and I don't think that is rare per se, but I had not seen one before, and it was very beautiful bird. Rachel Free SF donated $5. Thank you so much, and saying thank you for the laughs, folks. Once again, we do this show every Thursday at 6 p.m. We got live comedians for you. Dame Karen subscribed as well. Thank you so much for subscribing, Dame Karen. That gets us about a third of the way, a little over the quarter of the way, to the next stage of the hype train. Can someone take us to level 3 of the hype train? As Kat says, all tips go towards proving Vanessa's mom wrong and funding Aparna's sock habit. So any tips you can donate really do help us pay all the comedians. We have not even quite broken even for the show yet in terms of how much I'm going to be. Oh, Azor Blackadder subscribed. Thank you so much. And the Fat President is gifting 1 sub to the community. Thank you so much, the Fat President. Really appreciate that. And it's going to Lori Joe. How wonderful. How wonderful. Lori Joe got a subscription from the Fat President. Give it up for them. The Fat President, are you even a subscriber to the channel? Maybe someone should gift the Fat President and make it a chain. Can we get to level 3 of the hype train? Can we do it? I think we probably can. Bake is in the chat just begging for a gifted sub. And you know what? Bake deserves it, being a regular here. Now look, if you're not able to contribute, you're not able to tip, you're absolutely a valued member of this community. You are welcome at the show every single week. You are not less than, simply because you cannot afford to tip. We appreciate you anyway. Look at that gesture chair. Do I like the arms or not? I like the gesture chair. Okay, good eye on the chair brand. This is a steel case gesture chair. These are a little pricey. They're known to be the best. Oh, the Fat President gifted to Bake. Incredible work, the Fat President. Hey, Bake, you owe the Fat President for life. You owe the Fat President. Thick Diane subscribed with Prime as well. That's why we love you, Thick Diane. Thank you so much for coming by. Now, this is a pricey chair, but I did get it off Craigslist, so I got a cut rate. It's only a couple $100. And I need a really good office chair. And it is pretty good. I could use even more lumbar support than it provides. But people say that it provides the best lumbar support out there. So I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. If I replace it with a better chair, I don't know if the one would be even better. Now, I wish I had a headrest. I could really use a headrest when I'm doing those long gaming nights. You know what I mean? But I don't want to replace it with one with a headrest because it is a very functional chair. This chair saved your back. This really worked for your back, huh? The Fat President, really appreciate you. No worries being low on beans. Not a problem at all. Emerson CWB says burr burr burr. I don't know what that means. Can we get to level 4 of the hype train though? That's the question I have. If I could fight anyone, dead or alive, non-fictional, if I could fight anyone, dead or alive, non-fictional, who would it be? I would fight Gandhi because Gandhi wouldn't fight me, and I don't want to get in a fight. There we go. I don't want to fight anybody, so I would pick a pacifist who I don't need to fight. Charboxer says, headrest, who the fuck sits back while gaming? What the fuck are you playing that's so chill? Hearthstone. I don't know if you noticed, every gamer chair comes with a headrest. I don't know why you're so surprised that people have headrests on gamer chairs. Like, literally every gamer chair on the market. Like here, I'll show you. Look at images of gamer chairs. Every single one of these has a headrest, so I'm not sure why you're so surprised by that. Doesn't make sense to me. Harmony Enforcer donated $20. Thank you so much, Harmony Enforcer. And you donated your laughs to the Zoom stream. Really appreciate that. That's incredible of you. Thank you so much. Gamer chairs are trash ergonomically. I agree with you, Danny Farkle. You know why? Because they're cheap. Gamer chairs are cheap. They don't got all the ergonomic features. So, Danny Farkle, you love your steel case gesture, huh? Charbroxer says, nah, dude, assume the gamer position and fuck your back up. It's really funny because I had to approve this comment, and the ad permitted term was fuck Quasimodo ass mofo. All right. You have a Secret Labs and you hate it. You hate your gamer chair. Wow. Well, I won't get a gamer chair then. I think Steelcase is like making a gamer chair, but even that didn't look that good. Or no, it was Herman Miller was making a gamer chair. I do actually pay my comedians, and you could Bake. Come on, you're gonna ask to get a gift sub during my stream, and then after you get the sub, you're gonna say, "What if Adam doesn't pay the comedians?" Come on, I pay the fucking comedians, man. I pay them. You could ask them. Catherine the Booker, would you tell them in the chat that I pay the comedians? My gosh. Would you let them know? It's true. See, she says I pay them. I do pay them. Wow. The audacity, Bake. The sheer audacity. Come on. Brantonium gifted a tier 1 sub to Lanny. Thank you so much, Brantonium, for that. Incredible of you. We've got a minute left in this hype train, so I'm gonna keep grilling you guys for subs and dubs, like we're talking about anime translation software. Imagine accusing good boy Adam of having sticky fingers. Imagine me accusing me of having sticky fingers. What am I using for lighting? I got one of these Elgato thingies. I got one of these Elgato key light thingies, and it's pretty good. Darn Good Stuff subscribed as well. Thank you so much, Darn Good Stuff. Incredible. We got 30 seconds left. Oh, my God. Queen Hawk. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Queen Hawk. Oh, God. Queen Hawk just donated 5 subs with seconds to go in the hype train. What the fuck? Oh, my God. I can't handle it. Queen Hawk. And who got subs? NBuyers89, Doldem, Chesapeake Cannibal, Game Quoter, Blue Haze, and guess what? This keeps the hype train going. Oh, and Laney donated another sub. Oh, Laney is donating the sub that they got, and they're donating it to Sun Thief. Incredible. Well, here we fucking go. Game Quoter got a subscription. Oh, no, that was Game Quoter got a free subscription. Yeah. Oh, my God, we're on level 5 of the hype train. Well, this is it. This is the final level. We got 4 minutes and 30 seconds to try to get this hype train up as high as we can now. Incredible. Bright Lots subscribed. Thank you so much, Bright Lots. Zompe Slayer followed. I appreciate that, Zompe Slayer. Everybody's getting a sub now. I hope you come back. Now, what comes with your subscription to this channel? You get some amazing custom emotes. Can you believe it? You get all these emotes. Look, let me just demo some for you. Look at all these emotes you get. Boom. Custom emotes if you subscribe. Unbelievable. Who wouldn't want a custom emote of me as a skull? I mean, incredible. And me as my little clay self that I was in Adam Ruins Everything and Adam Ruins Going Green. Danny Farkle says, thanks for doing this, Adam. Stand-up is one of my favorite things, and I miss going to shows. Goddamn right. So do I. I miss doing shows. Counterfeit Mascot says, can't sub, but can I be your little pog champ? Yes, you can. You're my little pog champ of the day. How often are we doing these stand-up things? Thank you for asking. I Exceptional or L Exceptional. We're doing it every Thursday at 6 p.m. We do live stand-up comedy. This allowed you to have a nice long-distance date, so you're really glad. Oh, my God. Did you and your sweetie have a date to this show? Oh, my God. We had a couple in the audience. Incredible. Thanks for coming. Ad-free viewing, sub-only chat, immunity to sub-only mode are other benefits of being a subscriber. Absolutely right. Now, this has been a really successful hype train. I can't thank you folks enough for making it a big success. We got to raid someone. We got to take this energy to someone else's chat after I hang up. And I am going to hang up in a minute because my dinner is downstairs and I want to eat it. So let's see. I'm gonna look for some folks to raid here. Who can we raid? Pick a game that you guys want to watch, and I will find someone we can raid who's doing that. Here, I'll even do a little poll. Is there going to be a show for Valentine's Day? Is that next Thursday? No, it's not. You want to watch Battlefield 1? Someone else says Final Fantasy 14. Planet Scum Live. Oh, we should raid Planet Scum Live. Are they on right now? Planet Scum Live, bunch of very funny comedians. Oh, yeah.
That.
Oh, we're going to raid Planet Scum Live because Robbie Hoffman is doing something there, some comedy, and Robbie Hoffman is so fucking funny. So we're going to we're gonna follow them, and they're really awesome. Their description is they're an interactive virtual comedy space connecting artists and audience to cause a little online chaos, and they're really incredible. So we're gonna go watch some Planet Scum Live. I love them. They're really great. This is my friend Connor Ratliff does the George Lucas talk show there, etc. So that's what it's gonna be. Middleditch is streaming. He'd be a good one to raid. No way. He's got more viewers than me. You don't raid someone who's got more viewers than you. Are you crazy? You raid people who have less. So you can more than double the number of people who are watching their channel. That's the whole fun of raiding. You don't raid someone with a big channel with your paltry number of viewers. It's a waste. Come on. George Lucas talk show is so good. I'm glad you like George Lucas talk show. Get yourself nourished, streamer. You are dismissed, and you did good. Okay. So, the hype train's almost over. Yeah, they won't even notice. Middleditch won't even notice if I raided him. Give me a break. He's a nice guy. We've met. We're friendly. I'm friendly with Tommy M. Hey, you came here on a paltry Hangs with Hans raid. You're right. Hangs with Hans sent a couple people over here. Give Hangs with Hans a follow, everybody, because they were nice enough to raid us. Good advertising rating one with more viewers. That makes sense. But no, this is comedy with comedy. So we're going to raid Planet Scum Live. Okay, here we go. Raid Planet Scum Live. The hype train, we had success. Oh, I'm going to share this emote, I guess. And so we're going to raid Planet Scum Live. And yeah, share that emote. I want to thank all you folks for coming. We'll do more stand-up comedy next week. Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please watch. And here we go with the raid. Hell yeah. Raiding Planet Scum Live. Raiding Planet Scum Live. We're gonna raid them. Raid the Planet Scum Live. We're gonna raid them. And I'm clicking the button right now.